The Galactic Council Hall was huge and bright. It floated in space like a shining city. Many alien races sat in long lines, each one proud of its power. Today, something strange was happening. A small blue world called Earth was here. Most of the galaxy did not take Earth seriously. Humans were new, weak, and unknown. In the center of the hall, a human officer stood calmly. His name was Commander Hale. Behind him on a large screen was a single ship. It was Earth's first experimental warship. The ship looked small compared to others. It had no sharp spikes, no glowing wings, no giant guns on the outside. Some aliens began to laugh. A tall reptile lord spoke first. "Is this a joke? Is that tiny thing your warship?" The hall filled with loud alien laughter. Many powerful empires had ships as large as cities. They had weapons that could burn stars. Earth's ship looked like a toy to them. Commander Hale did not smile. He did not get angry. He simply looked at them. His eyes were calm and focused. "This is our prototype," he said. "This ship carries the future of humanity." A metal-skinned alien leaned forward. "Future," it mocked. "You will not survive long with that weak thing." More laughter spread through the hall. Even some small races joined in. They all believed Earth was nothing. The head of the council spoke. "You are allowed to test your ship in deep space. But do not waste our time." Commander Hale gave a slow nod. The human warship on the screen moved away from the station. It flew into the dark of space. Alone. Many aliens watched with bored faces. Some were still laughing. Some were ready to turn away. Suddenly, the ship vanished. It jumped into deep space. Into a region no one used. A place called the Void. "See," one alien said. "They ran away." But Commander Hale quietly said, "You will hear it soon." A group of alien warships secretly followed the human ship. They wanted to see how weak it was. Some even planned to destroy it, just to show Earth its place. In deep space, the human ship stopped. There were no stars nearby, only darkness and silence. The alien fleet closed in. Their weapons were ready. They felt sure of victory. But something strange happened. Their scanners began to fail. Their screens flickered. Their engines felt heavy. A low sound came from the darkness. It was not a normal sound. It felt deep, like the voice of space itself. The alien captains grew uneasy. "What is that?" one asked. The sound grew louder. It was slow and powerful, like a giant waking up. The human warship began to glow. Soft blue light spread across its hull. Energy moved like waves. Back at the council hall, the humans watched quietly. The aliens felt something was wrong. The laughter had stopped. Commander Hale whispered, "This is just the start." Far away in the void, the sound turned into a howl. A deep, strong cry that shook space itself. The galaxy was about to learn something new about humanity. And for the first time, no one was laughing anymore. The alien fleet moved closer to the human warship. They were no longer laughing. That strange sound from the void was still in the air. It felt heavy and dark. The human ship stayed still. It did not fire. It did not move. It simply waited. Inside the alien command ships, many officers were nervous. Their screens showed strange signals. Energy waves they had never seen before. One alien captain growled, "Fire now." Bright beams of alien weapons shot through space. They hit the human ship. But something shocking happened. The beams bent and faded, like they were swallowed by the blue light. The alien fleet froze in fear. "How is this possible?" one cried. The human warship began to move slowly. It did not rush. It did not dodge. It drifted forward like a hunter. Suddenly, a powerful pulse spread from the ship. It moved like a wave through space. When it touched the alien ships, their engines stopped. Their weapons went dark. The alien captains tried to escape. But their ships did not respond. They were trapped in the cold dark. Back at the Galactic Council, panic spread. They watched the battle on their screens. The same aliens who laughed before were now silent. Commander Hale stood with his hands behind his back. His face was calm. "This is only a test," he said. In deep space, the human ship charged more energy. The blue glow became brighter. The strange howling sound returned, louder than before. Some alien ships tried to send distress calls, but the signals died in the void. No help was coming. The human warship sent a simple message. It reached every alien ship. "Humanity does not seek war. But we will not be hunted." The alien leaders felt true fear. They had never seen such control, such power, from a single ship. One alien captain dropped to his knees. "This was a mistake," he whispered. The human ship moved closer. It did not fire, but its presence alone felt deadly. Back in the council hall, many aliens began to argue. Some wanted peace. Some wanted to run. Commander Hale turned to them. "You laughed at us," he said. "You thought we were weak." The howl from deep space echoed through their speakers. It sounded like a warning. The galaxy was changing, and Earth was no longer small. The deep space around the human warship was no longer quiet. The blue light around the ship burned brighter. The strange sound, the howl, grew strong and sharp. It felt like space itself was shaking. The trapped alien fleet floated helplessly. Their ships were dark. Their engines were silent. They could not move. Inside one of the alien command ships, fear filled every room. Their greatest weapons were useless. Their proud fleets were frozen like broken machines. The human warship moved forward slowly. It was calm. It was steady, like it knew nothing could stop it. Back in the Galactic Council Hall, every race watched in shock. The humans were no longer ignored. They were no longer laughed at. Commander Hale stood tall. "This is the voice of humanity," he said. "It is not anger. It is a warning." In the void, the human ship released another energy wave. This one was stronger. It spread through the alien ships. Their systems lit up. Not with power, but with human control. The aliens realized the truth. The human ship was not just attacking them. It was taking over their technology. One alien captain shouted, "They are inside our systems." Their weapons turned away from the human ship. Their shields dropped. Their fleets were now open and helpless. The howl reached its highest point. A long deep sound that made even strong aliens feel small. The human ship sent another message. "We came to show you our future. You chose to test our strength." Some alien ships tried to send peace signals. Others sent warnings. But all of them knew. They had already lost. Back at the council, the leaders began to argue loudly. "Stop this," one cried. "We did not know." Commander Hale did not answer. He simply watched the screen. In deep space, the human warship finally fired its first weapon. But it was not a blast. It was a signal. A massive wave of energy spread into the void. It was like a call, like a shout across space. The void answered. Small lights appeared. Then more. Then hundreds. The alien fleet saw them and felt true fear. They were not stars. They were ships. Human ships. The human warship had not come alone. It was only the first voice. The howl was a call to the rest of humanity. Back in the council hall, silence fell. The screens filled with human warships coming out of deep space. Commander Hale finally spoke again. "You laughed at one ship," he said. "Now you will see us all." The galaxy had made a terrible mistake, and it was only just beginning to understand it. The void was no longer empty. Human warships filled the dark space. They came from every direction. Silent, strong, and glowing with blue light. The alien fleet was still trapped, surrounded by hundreds of human ships. There was nowhere to run. Each human warship looked different. Some were long and sharp. Some were wide and heavy. But all of them carried the same strange energy. Back in the Galactic Council Hall, every race watched in fear. Their screens showed a human force greater than many empires. The leaders who once laughed were now pale and quiet. They saw that Earth had been hiding its true power. Commander Hale watched the human fleet arrive. "This is our answer," he said calmly. In deep space, the human warships formed perfect lines. They moved like one mind. Each ship ready to fight. The trapped alien ships tried to speak. "We surrender," some sent. "Please stop," others begged. But the human fleet did not move. They waited. The experimental warship stayed at the front. Still glowing. Still howling softly through space. The howl was no longer wild. It was controlled. Like a deep warning. The alien captains understood now. This sound was not fear. It was human strength. Back at the council, leaders began to argue. "We must make peace with Earth. They will destroy us." Commander Hale turned to them. "Humans do not want to rule the galaxy," he said. "We only want respect." In deep space, one alien fleet leader sent a final message. "We were wrong. We laughed. Spare us." The human warship answered. "You chose to hunt us. You chose to mock us. Now you must listen." The human fleet moved slightly closer. Not to attack, but to show their power. The galaxy could see it clearly now. Earth was no longer small. Humanity was no longer weak. The void itself seemed to belong to them. Back in the council hall, fear turned into silence. They knew the truth. The balance of power had changed forever. Commander Hale looked at the stars. "The galaxy will remember this day," he said. The human fleet waited, ready for whatever came next. The deep space battlefield was quiet now. The human fleet held its position. The alien ships stayed still, afraid to move. The howl from the experimental warship slowly faded, but its power was still there, like a giant watching. Back in the Galactic Council Hall, the leaders were no longer proud. They had seen the truth. Humanity was not weak. Commander Hale stood before them. "You laughed at us," he said. "You thought we were nothing." The alien leaders lowered their heads. "We were wrong," one said. "We ask for peace." In deep space, the trapped alien fleets waited for their fate. Every second felt heavy. The human warship sent a final signal. It did not destroy. It did not attack. It simply released the alien ships from its control. Slowly, engines came back to life. Weapons stayed silent. This was humanity's true message. Power with control. Commander Hale watched from the council hall. "Humans do not fight for pride," he said. "We fight to protect our future." The galaxy listened. No one laughed now. The experimental warship became a legend. It was no longer just a test ship. It was the voice of Earth. Across the galaxy, stories spread. About the ship that howled. About the humans who did not beg. Earth was now respected. Even feared. But most of all, understood. The galaxy had learned a simple truth. Never laugh at humanity.